For 22 years, I served as the resident representative of the United Nations Development Program and the overall coordinator of development for the United Nations in Thailand, China, South Pacific, and Vietnam. When we were in China, we had somewhat younger Mark Aitken, our nephew, came to visit. And it was close to Christmas time. And at that point, Dolores and I had gotten to know Deng Xiaoping's daughter, DungNan, quite well. And while we lived in China, DungNan would invite us for a Christmas dinner. And so I said, in this case, would you include our nephew? Of course. So we go to this lovely restaurant in Beihai Park, and there's a plate of what looked like very slippery mushrooms. And so DungNan says to nephew Mark, do you use chopsticks? And Mark, being Mark, said, why, of course I use chopsticks. And so DungNan says, okay, here is the test. If you can pick up one of these mushrooms with your chopsticks, that will be remarkable. I don't know if it would happen again with Mark, but by God, he reached over with his chopsticks on one of these slippery mushrooms, picked it up beautifully, popped it into his mouth. We sat there stunned. I said, well, listen, DungNan, doesn't he deserve some kind of an award for this? And she said, why, of course he does. She takes the menu and she signs it and gives it to Mark. And so I told him last night, this is actually the second award that he's going to be receiving at this conference.